Hi there, Paul here from the Open Mind Institute. In this video, I want to bring to your attention something that is extremely powerful. Not only is it extremely powerful, but it's a fundamental resource to every living organism, and that is your attention. That's right, I want to bring to your attention your attention. Our attention is our ability to choose what we're placing our focus, what we're placing our concentration on. Let me give you an example. So I want you to bring your undivided attention right now to your left pinky toe, right? Now, it's a given that it's always been there, but now that your attention is on it, we have the ability, the capacity to bring it to life if we choose to. And this is the power of our attention. But we should know that our attention space is limited to what we can consciously process in any given moment. And the recent research tells us that we can only process about 120 bits of information per second consciously. So as you're listening to me speak, and in fact, whenever we listen to anyone speak, that takes up about 60 unique bits of information up per second. And that's why we really grapple to listen to more than 2 or 3 people talk at any one time, because it exceeds that cap of 120 bits of information per second. So our attention span is also becoming compromised in this information age. I came across a study that I read last year that suggested that the average attention span of any office worker is only 40 seconds. 40 seconds before they're distracted checking devices, emails, and other platforms. So I believe that this is a consequence or a byproduct of this information age that we are evolving in, right? In this age of perpetual change and uncertainty, our attention has also become a commodity, right? Because it's one of the primary objectives of marketing firms, multinationals, companies, to grab our attention, right? And they do this through various means, emotion being one of them, to grab our attention so that we can consume the products, largely that we don't need. And we do that, we're in this scrolling cycle of our evolution where we just, after that next dopamine, that short-term pleasure hit. So it's incredibly important, it's never been so important to be conscious of where we are placing our attention, right? And you might know from experience that when we tend to place our attention on limiting or negative situations, so if we've had a confrontational situation with someone at work the day before, and we're ruminating, we're overthinking about this, because it resulted in this negative emotional charge, right? Maybe you know from your own experience that then culminates into this domino effect of other negative occurrences. So this is the power of our attention. And even if we flip that, if we focus on the positive, if we think about positive moments that have resulted in a positive emotional charge, then what we're doing is actually removing the blinkers and moving toward what we call a growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset when we're thinking and bringing our attention to negative things. And when we have a growth mindset, again, removing the blinkers, and we're more open to opportunities that might be present within our environment. Again, this is the power of our attention. So the question beckons, how do we bring back control to our attention? 2 simple steps. First and foremost, we have to raise our levels of self-awareness, right? And the science tells us that we do this through practicing mindfulness and meditation every day. This will allow you to be really conscious of where you are placing your attention, right? And secondly, what we want to do is distinguish between those items, those thoughts that aren't really serving us well. We want to distinguish those between the items or the thoughts that are serving us well, and choose to place our attention on those items, right? So this is the power of your attention. And my intention was to bring attention to your attention so that you can be more conscious of where you are focusing it. That's it from me. Always keep an open mind, and I'll see you in future videos. Cheers.